This is proper snow cleaning. This is how we do snow cleaning here. It's no nonsense with heavy equipment. It's completely blocked in with snow. That's the trick through driving through this deep snow here. If you don't say full send, you're probably going to get stuck. Full send. Hello and welcome back to Simply Greg's 3V. You join us here in my neighborhood and we've just had a massive snowstorm. It snowed about probably close to 60 centimeters in the last few days here. We had back-to-back snowstorms. And I decided let's go out for a walk tonight and drive later to go check out what the state of EV charging is like after a massive snowstorm like this. So let's get into it and we'll see if you could actually charge your EV after a big snowstorm. So here we are. It is brutally cold and the snow piles are extremely high. This is like walking in the Arctic. It is extremely cold and windy. So first spot we're going to go and check for EV charging is my local Circuit Electric dispenser, which is quite plowed in. As you see here, it's quite plowed in. I mean, you could charge a car if you had to, but you'd have to shovel out your spot. And I do apologize for all the wind. It's blowing around big time, as you can see. So I guess you could charge one car here if you shoveled out the spot, because there's a huge mountain of snow here. So we'll go back and get in the Mini, and we'll go check out the state of some other sites and the state of DC charging. So we'll head back to the Mini and we'll go check out the neighborhood. Oh, we just got back in the Mini and it is properly cold. All right, let's go see what the state of charge is like in my neighborhood. I'm not even joking about the snow. For people who think that it actually didn't snow, that pile of snow is up to my neighbor's second floor. This is a real deal snowing. So we'll head down the street here to my local DC fast charger, and the Mini is going to be scraping on the road. I'm not too sure how I'm going to get out of here in the morning time. That is the car scraping on the under trays. I don't think you could fit a plow down the street now. So we'll go to my local DC fast chargers to see what's what. We'll just turn the corner here and we'll head out to go and see them. Okay, we just got to my local DC fast charger site here. Hopefully we don't get stuck. Come on, Mini, come on, you can do it. Foot in the floor. She's going. Okay, let's get out here and see. Hopefully, hold on, let me park so I don't get stuck. We should be good over here. Yeah, I think we're good over here. Okay, let's get out and see what's what at the DC fast charger. Okay, so we just got here to my DC fast charger. This is the bigger site. So 50 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt, and 2 times 24 kilowatt. Everything looked operational here. There's 2 Konas charging and a BZ4X taxi. The parking lot, well, an SUV wouldn't have a problem getting in here, but I sure did. The parking lot's not very well plowed, but I guess it's good enough. All these seem to be functioning. These cars are definitely charging up over here. Let's go in for a closer inspection. It is windy, it is cold, it is freezing. Yeah, all these cars are charging. This is working here properly. That's charging, that's working. So everything is working here at the site. And yeah, the snow is no joke, people. If you're watching in California, I envy you right now, probably laughing at us. But we've been hit by 2 brutal snowstorms within 72 hours. So now we'll head over to the other DC fast charging site. We have a few of them in my neighborhood actually. So we'll go there and check that out. Oh, it's freaking cold here, boy. All right, we're just around the corner from the Circuit Electric site. We're here at the IGA. This is one of my local grocery stores. They have a charge point set up here. Very cold night tonight, so everyone's going to be out charging. We'll go check out some level 2 sites as well. But yeah, there's a Kia Niro here. There's a Tesla Model 3. We got the Mini behind us. We're parked next to a Nissan Area as well. And yeah, This site's up and running too. This parking lot's a lot cleaner because there is commercial here. You have the grocery store, you have a little strip mall over here with a pharmacy in it, and you got the liquor store behind us as well. But obviously this site is up and running perfectly fine because these cars are charging. Let's go see what they are, what they're charging at. It's pulling 46 kilowatts. So yeah, this site's kind of maxed out on its power based on my experience, but everything is good here. At the charge point site here at IG, everything is working up fine. There's actually a nice Ioniq 6 down there. It's just Quebec, there's EVs everywhere here. We already know this. And this Nissan area has been out driving like mad as well. Look at the back of it. All right, so we'll head out to the third DC fast charging site and we'll see what's what there. Get in. So this is kind of, I live in a somewhat urban area, quite urban area. So DC fast charging, there's a lot of DC fast charging here. There's a lot of level 2 charging. We'll go check out some of those sites once we get the DC out of the way. But I would say this is a medium density area, especially where we live. We're in terraced homes, or should I say townhouses, surrounded by a bunch of apartments and condo units. So there is a lot of charging around, and it's freaking cold here. It says minus 11, but with the wind it's a lot colder, a lot colder against your skin. So I'll head out to the Couche-Tard site. That's about 2 or 3 minute drive from here, and we'll see what's what there. That's actually the very high powered site there. Those are ABB Terra 184s with the boost on them. So we'll head there. That's a popular site with rideshare drivers. Let's go. Just giving you a heads up of what's going on here. So they pile up the snow into a row using gigantic machinery, and the dump trucks line up, and then a snowblower comes around. So there should be a snowblower passing here soon, and they got all the trucks all lined up for the snow cleaning operation, and they're all lined up over there just as we turn into the charger. So as I said, snow cleaning here is they have it down to a fine art. They know exactly what they're doing, and we'll just wait here for the light and we'll turn into the Couche-Tard chargers. So we just got to the chargers here at Couche-Tard. Site is not very clean. This is a very nice site when it is clean. They put a lot of money here. Site is not very clean. The snow is very deep. I think the Mini would get really stuck in that. Everything seems to be working here. There was an Ioniq 6 that just unplugged. I asked the guy, he said he had no problem initiating a charge. CHAdeMO cables in the ground. CCS is working. There's a GV60 charging there as well. But I mean, it might have been clean here at one point, but this is just blowing snow because it is extremely windy, as you hear on the microphone. There's a GV60 charging up there as well. That port has 2 handles on it, so they could charge up 2 cars on the Terra 184 with split power. But again, that site looks not very well plowed. But you could initiate some sort of charge here. So yeah, that's it. So that's it for DC fast charging in the area. We'll go check out the level 2 charging and see what's what with that and what's going on with that. Because in this neighborhood, level 2 is a lot more important than the DC fast charging. And again, it is effing cold out here. What am I doing? So just behind us is a 4-post circuit electric level 2 charging site. It doesn't look very clean, and the parking lot is not very well lit, but there's 4 cars that are plugged in, and they are charging. They are charging. We'll just go over here. Yeah, it's pitch black in here. I don't know why they don't put any lights in, but the snow is quite deep and it's cold. What do we got here? We got 2 Konas and 2 Bolts. These are probably rideshare cars. That's the other thing that kind of sucks, is that residents are also having to battle it out with rideshare drivers. This is quite a point of contention in my neighborhood, that residents need the charging. Sorry, we'll just get back in the car. That residents need the charging, but the rideshare drivers are taking it up. So we'll go check out a few more level 2 sites. This one here, pretty dirty. I wouldn't say dirty. It's still covered in snow. It hasn't been plowed properly. So we'll go check out a couple more sites. You're probably wondering by now why I decided to do this at night. I think nighttime is the proper time to be doing this because people will leave their cars to charge on level 2 overnight. Obviously, we're in a more suburban area of my neighborhood now, or my borough here in Montreal. This is more suburban, so most people here will have home charging for sure. but there's a couple level 2 spots coming up down here. So we're at the western end of my borough now, right down by the lake. And yeah, they have a lot of snow cleaning here. Montreal actually said, my borough mayor said they need up to 8 days to clean the snow after this storm, or a series of storms. I completely believe that, but the Mini's been solid. It's all about the tires you have on your car and using your brain while you're driving, not to get yourself stuck, surveying the situation, not just ramming your car in and hoping for the best. But they have a lot of cleanup here to do in Montreal. So now you join us here right by the river, actually, the St. Lawrence River and Lac St. Louis. We're at a level 2 site. This is the most western one in my borough here in Montreal. Seems to be relatively well plowed. It's available. You could kind of put 2 cars in here, as you see the charging equipment there. We won't be here long as it's extremely windy, but parking lot is nice and plowed. Everything looks good. Everything seems to be all right here. So we'll just check on 2 more sites and we'll wrap up this video, because I'm getting really cold and the camera doesn't like the cold either. So let's get back in the car and we'll go check out on the eastern side of town. As you can see, the cars are buried. Those chargers there are completely buried. You could maybe put 1 car in there, but as I said, they're in the process of cleaning up the snow here. This is just on the way to the eastern side of town. We'll actually turn here because I was just driving along the water and it is solid ice. This is proper snow cleaning. This is how we do snow cleaning here. It's no nonsense with heavy equipment. We just got to the furthest east level 2 chargers and it does not look great here. It does not look great here. I have to say I'm not very impressed, but we'll save that for the final thoughts. So we'll just give a quick rundown here of what's going on and what the story is. So that's a rideshare Kia Niro. That's from WeEV. And this site is completely blocked in. It's a 2-post circuit electric. This site's completely blocked in with snow. That gentleman or person shoveled out a spot to charge their car. I mean, that's what I would probably do, just caveman it and start shoveling like a crazy person. But the issue you run into here is that they might come and clean this snow eventually, and you will get a fine as if you got towed. So that's one thing to keep in mind here in Montreal, that you're not exempt from snow cleaning regulations if you're charging your car. They won't move your car, they won't tow it. They'll just give you the same amount of fine as the towing and the not listening to signs. So I think around $200 to $300. But yeah, most of these level 2 sites have been blocked, and this is a pretty populated area here. So I guess you're on your own. Let's go back home and we'll give some final thoughts on this. Back home now, and along the way I stopped at a few other L2 sites just to see what they were like. And I would say it's about a 50-50 split. 50% buried in snow, 50% you had a chance of getting in without shoveling, or you might have to shovel a bit, but it was definitely doable. Now, to be fair, it has snowed probably close to 60 centimeters in the last 72 hours or so, and I think their priorities are cleaning the major arteries in town. But I think some of those parking lot charging sites, especially level 2, is so important. They should maybe do a better job of cleaning those. The DC fast charger sites were relatively okay. Again, that's a city-owned parking lot. They'll clean those. The IGA was beautiful. That's privately owned. Couche-Tard was maybe to do with the wind, or that's a high-frequency site and the snow is just getting turned around. But wasn't too impressed with what I saw out there. I really expected better. Perhaps not so much on my street, even though it's completely impassable. That's going to be interesting leaving for work tomorrow. But I really think those bigger parking lot sites, as people will be parking their cars there anyways, even if they're internal combustion, as there's no street parking. As you saw, there's no street parking, so they'll be parking there anyway. So those lots should be priority to clean, and the charging there. Only advice I can offer you is, if you feel a snowstorm is coming in, maybe go up to 100%. Keep your car charged at 100%. A couple of gas stations I went to didn't look too clean, but then again, they could call up their contractor, or their snow cleaning contractor will pass a few times there, as our guy does here. He's fantastic. I'm one of the lucky ones. We live, as I said, we live in a very urban area. We have 2 EVs, and I have EV charging, as you know, and we also have the second charger inside. I think this might be one of those cases where I could see a struggle here. I could honestly see a struggle if you can't charge your car and you need to charge your car. Well, you'll have to go to a DC fast charger. And that Circuit Electric site, it was busy. I passed by again, and there was a 3 or 4 car lineup there. The IGA didn't look so bad, and Kushar, well, you know, it's pretty blocked up. So I could definitely see a problem if you had to charge your car in a pinch. As I said, I'm one of the lucky ones. I could charge at home. I don't have to worry about it. But I definitely feel for the people who can't charge in their condo building, or can't charge in their apartment, or can't charge in their house. Period. It's going to be a problem. This is something that has to get better. I wish the city would just make a bit better effort at cleaning the sites. I know they do clean the sites by hand after a smaller snowstorm, but maybe this is an exception. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. I think after it gets cleaned up, we'll go back out and we'll see what kind of job they did cleaning, or we'll film another video during a later snowstorm to see if it's more possible. I've been living here all my life, and this was kind of, I don't remember the last time I've seen this much snowfall in this short amount of time. And as I said, I've lived here my whole life. I grew up here. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Wasn't super impressed, but it was possible to charge at DC fast chargers, and it was possible to charge at some level 2 sites, and you might have got your car in or had to do some shoveling. But hey, this is Montreal. It's winter time. If you live in a city, you're used to shoveling your car in and out and swearing in all the lovely French swear words. So that's it for now. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next film.